What's good, everybody? We got Contender Series coming up tomorrow, and I'm here to give my picks. Last week was a bit of a disaster. I thought it was going to be an underdog week. It wasn't. I believe one underdog has won this whole fucking Contender Series, and the dude didn't even get a contract. So I'm hoping, maybe we can see some upsets this time. I didn't pick a ton of upsets, but we'll see what happens. There's some fights I think the line is a little wide and, a little iffy, but yeah. Also, I've been streaming Wukong. It's like a game on Twitch. Oh man, it's stressful. But if you want to watch, I'll probably be live tonight. Put my Twitch link in the description. Yeah, or just come talk MMA. But I was losing my shit, man. That oh my gosh. But yeah, if you're new, man, please subscribe. I'm trying to get 200. Let's see, 200 by September, like mid September. I'd hope to get that, but I appreciate all the support recently. And yeah, let's get right into it. First up, we got Jack Duffy taking on Nick Piccininni. You know, Nick is a wrestler, an All-American wrestler from Oklahoma State. So, automatically he's going to be talked about big, right? This is it's 7 days, notice. But when it comes to these, collegiate wrestlers and high-level wrestlers, I really don't worry about their endurance. I always feel like it's, good just from all the wrestling and stuff they've done previously. I always feel like the endurance is good. I don't think it'll be a problem here. He trains at Fortis MMA. He's looking to me like he's getting a lot better with the striking, and I think he'll have to pull it out in this fight. But I think he'll be on the pressure in this fight. He's got good striking. He's got good, ground game as well, obviously. Yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty close fight, but I think Nick is going to win this one. On the other hand, Jack Duffy, he's also a wrestler. I'd probably give him the BJJ edge here. So, a submission obviously might happen for him. Jack Duffy, he's going to be able to scramble up a little bit. When I watch Jack Duffy, I really don't think he's that good. I really don't. I think if Nick is on the pressure, like I said, in his face, landing combinations and mixing in takedowns, I think he'll have an easy fight. I think he'll beat his ass in the clinch. And I think, if the finish comes, I think Nick will get a TKO on the ground or, drop him and get him on the ground. I don't think he's going to submit him. He might, but Jack Duffy seems to me as if he's a fantastic, grappler, jiu-jitsu. He's great on jiu-jitsu. So it's a pretty interesting matchup. The line is at minus 280. I will not be laying the bread on that. I just don't. I think it's a little early, right? I just do. This is 1 week. Yeah, it's just this. Nick doesn't have as much experience as Jack Duffy, but I do think Nick is going to get this one done via a ground and pound TKO or a decision. But I think it'll be a 29-28 decision if that happens. But yeah, I'm going with Nick. I think he's, bigger, hits harder, more aggressive. I also think he's going to be the better scrambler out of the two and the better wrestler. The pressure, strength should be huge for him. I think he'll win this fight. So yeah, let's move on. Next up, we got Malcom Wellmaker taking on Adam Bramhald. Okay, Adam Bramhald is more of a, let's say, Muay Thai. He's going to come out here and kick to the body, kick to the head a lot more, mix up his kicks. I do think he is a better kicker than Malcom Wellmaker. With that being said, Adam Bramhald, tends to find himself, kind of abandoning the game plan and kind of swinging in the pocket boxing. And his pocket boxing and, when he gets in that position is not great. I mean, he was getting tagged. Let's see if I can find this guy. Getting tagged by, I believe it's this guy. Maybe. I think it's him. This guy, he was getting tagged up, bro, and hit a lot. I believe he got hurt in that fight, got dropped. I think, if Malcom Wellmaker lands something like that, he'll put him out. Malcom Wellmaker is from Georgia. I actually did watch his last fight in person. He is a very powerful guy. In his last fight, he knocked the guy out bad. It was a great performance from him. I do like the guy. Obviously, Georgia. I gotta support my boy. But yeah, Bramheld, it says that they're both the same height. I don't believe that. I think, Bramheld, at least from what it looks like he's a lot taller, but I don't think Wellmaker is 5'10". Let's chill out on that. He might be 5'8", 5'9", but not 5'10". Anyways, with that being said, Wellmaker, I think when it comes to the striking, both of them are going to be on the feet most of the time. Maybe we'll see a takedown, but I think Wellmaker will be better on the ground. I just think, his jiu-jitsu is pretty good and his wrestling is good. I think if he wants to take him down, that'd be, mix in something. I think that'd be good for him. But I think, if Adam Bramheld gets in a brawl like that and finds himself like that, I think Wellmaker's going to put his lights out. He's got a very strong right hand, powerful right hand. He's very calm, when he fights. He's calm. He lands some nice body shots, man. He mixes up his boxing well. I like him a lot. Yeah, I like this line. I think -200 is correct. Bramheld, although I believe he might be able to land more volume, I just think Wellmaker lands bigger shots and harder shots. I think he's going to be able to hurt Bramheld in this fight, and I'm picking him to win via a KO. So yeah, next up, interesting one here. Matthieu Duclos taking on Marco Tulio. Wow, this line is a little crazy to me. Marco Tulio trains at a shoot box with Oliveira and all those guys, I believe. Oh yeah, Diego Lima. So yeah, he does. He won on Contender Series, and it was kind of a stinky decision versus Usori Belgori, who trains with Pereira and was a former Glory kickboxer. He kind of just controlled him that whole fight. Wasn't a great performance. With that being said, Matthieu Duclos is kind of a pretty easy matchup in terms of that. Yes, I think Marco Tulio is going to be able to take him down. But man, Duclos is good on the feet, bro. He impressed me when I watched him. I like watching him fight. I mean, I don't like how he gets in the clinch a lot, and it seems easy for people to get him in the clinch. They kind of just run at him and grab him. But if he has you kind of backed up and you come forward, you better watch out. He's got a mean left hand, mean left straight. It's nasty. Yeah, he's a good striker. He's powerful as fuck too, man. At plus 325, man, I could definitely see him shutting Tulio's lights out. Tulio is a pretty good striker. He's pretty powerful himself. Duclos actually has some pretty good low kicks that he'll throw as well. Man, yeah, I could definitely see Tulio coming in here and submitting him, Duclos, pretty easily. But I could also see a world where Matthieu Duclos, I think he can crack him, man. I do like his fight style, man. He's fighting a lot of guys that come forward, and I feel like he's experienced with that. Like I said, man, he seems like he gets grabbed a lot, you know what I mean, and controlled a lot, which I'm not a fan of. But he's dangerous, man. I'm telling you, bro. That he landed a left straight. It was so fucking fast on the counter. It was so fast, man. It was beautiful, beautiful. I think he's good, bro. I hate the number, man. It's just a little out of hand for me. Plus 325, I might throw some money on him. I'm not going to lie. I think that number is fucking crazy. But I do think Marco Tulio is going to be able to get a hold of him and take him down and submit him. I just think, I haven't seen him on the ground much, and I don't know if his takedown defense is great. But with that being said, on the feet, he's dangerous, man. I expect, if Marco Tulio doesn't shoot, he's going to be in trouble. I don't think he's that great of a striker. I think Duclos is a better striker. Wow, that's crazy. Hold on, let's see. That is crazy, man. I don't really like that at all. But yeah, I think Duclos, man, I think if you want to sprinkle a little on the KO, it wouldn't be a bad idea. He's powerful and nasty. I do think Marco Tulio will submit him, though. So I'm picking Marco Tulio via submission. Next up, we got Micahel Aswell taking on Bogdan Grad. So Bogdan Grad got knocked out by Tom Nolan, which, I mean, isn't a terrible look. He just got caught, and he's not really he was at lightweight. He was small, man. I don't even know. 5'8", yeah, tiny lightweight. So he's at featherweight now. he's got a lot of kicks in his arsenal. He's very creative with the kicks. I think his kicking game is great. Both these guys are going to come forward, in my opinion. I think, Aswell will come forward. I know that. He's very aggressive. In the first couple of rounds, he's aggressive, man. He's looking to take your head off. But Bogdan, he's creative with his striking. I don't really like his defense. I think Aswell's a little more slick and a little more clean. Man. It's close, man. The odds are sitting at plus 110, minus 130, so it's a very close fight. I'm going to go with Aswell, man. He's been talked about a lot. He's only 23 years old. He's got a couple good wins, a lot of solid wins, actually. I think he's the better boxer here. I think he's better in the pocket. He's aggressive, man. I think he's going to come in here and knock Bogdan out in the first or second round early, or at least hurt him. Oh, man. When it comes to the grappling, I'd probably give Bogdan the edge, but it's not like, crazy or anything. I'm going with Micahel Aswell to get this one done. I'm going with the slight dog. I think he's going to come out here and he's going to knock Bogdan out in the first or second round. So give me Micahel Aswell to win this fight. Next up, the main event. Andrey Pulyaev versus Liam Anderson. So Pulyaev fought in some crazy-ass Russian promotion. Most of them over there are very strange. He's sitting at plus 155 right now. And, he's big. I do think he's, like, it was all in fucking Russian, so I couldn't really read how tall he is. I believe it said, something crazy. I think he's 6'5". So he's a big boy. It doesn't list it here. He's a big guy, man. He's got a nice body kick he'll throw. His kicking game is good. I'm a little worried. I don't think his output's great. When I've watched him, his output's not great. He doesn't throw a lot of strikes. He's not that aggressive. His straight shots are good, though. I do think his straight shots are good. On the other hand, Liam Anderson, Liam Anderson is coming off a win where he head kicked his opponent. I don't think that's gonna be there, man. I don't think he's as good as a technical fighter as Andrey Pulyaev is, but I think Liam Anderson's a lot better, man. The line is a little weird. I do think Liam Anderson should be a lot higher. I'm impressed by him, man. I think his grappling game is great. I do. He's got great grappling. He'll, very aggressive on the ground when it comes to his submissions. I don't like his wrestling. I don't think his takedown entries are stellar, but when he gets it to the ground, he's aggressive and looking for the finish on the ground for sure. So, with that being said, I think Andrey Pulyaev might be the better striker. He doesn't really seem to me like he throws hard and he hits hard. I think Liam Anderson's more aggressive. He hits harder to me. His defense isn't great, but I don't think it's going to be a problem. I think he'll get this one done easily. I think he's going to submit him. I really don't understand. I think if I'm missing something, we got, damn, Tapology's thinking a little different. Wow, I don't really like that at all, but that kind of worries me, man. I'm going Liam Anderson. I think he's a lot better, man. I really do. I just like Pulyaev. I saw him fight a 2-1 guy, and he wasn't impressing me at all. He's low volume, low output. Like I said, his body kick and his jab and straight is okay, but it doesn't seem to me like he hits that hard. I'm taking Anderson easily here. I really do think he'll get this one done pretty easily via a submission. I think that's how it'll go. And I'll catch y'all boys in the next one.